Hello, do you have OCD and live in an invisible bubble? If the answer's yes, you will know what a very lonely place it can be. Watch this video for a way to change your life. I did it and I am so thankful that I did. Here is my story on what you can do to help yourself or help a friend, family member or anyone with a psychiatric disability. I moved to Cornwall 2 years ago. The move was very traumatic for me because of my OCD. As soon as I was settled, I started looking for different therapy options to try and get my OCD back under control. Over the years, I've tried various different therapies, including CBT, ERP, hypnotherapy, and many more, sadly without much success. I was made aware of PSA, Psychiatric Service Animals, and ESA, Emotional Support Animals. I started doing some fact-finding. I went on the US Service Animals website and there was a section headed Service Dogs for OCD. This was followed by a section, How a Service Animal Can Help Someone with OCD. I was intrigued, but initially I dismissed the idea. Even though I have always wanted a pet, the thought of having a pet inside my clean bubble was unthinkable. Outside dirt and contamination doesn't cross the threshold of my bubble, which is my home. Come to that, neither do friends or family. Not that I'm saying my friends and family are dirty and contaminated. Well, I am, because they are, but only to me. The more I read, the more I realised that getting a dog could actually be a very beneficial and rewarding form of therapy. If you got a puppy, ensuring it is one of the recommended breeds, and trained it yourself, or utilised a professional if you prefer, the puppy could live as cleanly as you do. I always thought that I would be unable to cope with the cleanliness aspects of having a puppy. I also thought it would be cruel to inflict my OCD on the poor little mite. I now understand that as long as you choose the right puppy, it is possible for both parties to live in harmony. Some breeds, such as the Maltipoo, do not shed hair and they do not smell. They are very intelligent and they learn really quickly. They are also extremely cute. And a lot of pups enjoy having a bath, even though you shouldn't bathe them too often. They enjoy being pampered and getting lots of attention. So after your pup's been outside and comes back in, to wipe its paws or even its bottom is just another form of attention. And before long, that will become the norm. As OCD is a very solitary mental disorder, to have the love and companionship of a dog could totally change your mindset. You would need to get every possible eventuality straight in your head, set up micro bubbles and shared bubbles, arrange the areas both inside and outside of your home, get completely prepared and then just go for it. It took me quite a while to get straight in my head the implications. I read numerous books, I constantly searched the internet, and I spoke to lots of people, including vets, experts, and of course, dog owners. If you are alone, or you have got to the stage with your OCD where you're virtually reclusive, what have you got to lose? You have the time to learn, to prepare, and to manage the situation. It will be hard, but it will also be extremely rewarding. In the early days, I had a few meltdowns, but I managed to jump over every hurdle, and it made me stronger. It is worth a few hiccups because you could get the love and companionship that's missing from your life. And a very lucky little puppy will have the most amazing life, being meticulously cared for, pampered and loved. At 6 months, you can train your puppy or have your puppy trained to help you control your compulsive obsessions. For example, if your anxiety is really high and you are standing at the sink repeatedly washing your hands, your puppy can be trained to nudge you, to alert you of your compulsion. If someone had told me a couple of years ago that I would be making this video to encourage people with OCD to get a dog, I would have thought they'd lost the plot. Now, I just say never. If this video helps just one person, I will be happy, although I hope it will help lots of people. I have had OCD all of my lifetime, so I know how debilitating and lonely it can be. So if you're ready to change your life, this is an option that is both attainable and most definitely worthwhile. If you would like to hear more about how a dog can help with OCD, I will now share with you the information that I found on the US Service Animals website. While sharing this information, I will display photographs of my gorgeous Maltipoo puppy called Callia. I call her Callie for short. Some of the photos will show Callie with really long hair. She looks like a little shaggy puppy. The reason for that is because I didn't want to go to an outside groomer because of my OCD. So I needed to groom her myself. And I kept putting it off because I was scared. But I did eventually do it. Callie has transformed my life in every way possible. And this information that I found on the American website is what started my journey on the road to getting her. The type of service animal that an individual with OCD would have is classified as a psychiatric service animal. This classification of a service animal is great for individuals suffering from PTSD, panic attacks, depression, anxiety, and OCD. OCD can overtake an individual's life and completely derail them from the task at hand. A service dog would be trained to distinguish good behaviour from the negative. If you dive into something and lose track of time and the world around you, your dog is there to bring you back to planet Earth. Service dogs know when you have been consumed by something and they paw at you until you snap out of it. This may sound blunt and to the point, but let's give an example. It isn't uncommon for someone with OCD to be in the middle of a meeting and instead of focusing on the discussion, they can be consumed by their stack of papers not aligning correctly. Your service animal is there to make you aware of your distraction and help regain your focus. This probably seems like a minor situation, but these situations can repeatedly happen day in and day out. The meeting is just one example, but a task as simple as eating dinner can easily be derailed. Many individuals with severe OCD typically have anxiety. Service dogs are able to provide companionship and protection. When someone suffers from an anxiety attack, the service animal is right there to provide comfort in any way possible, whether by bringing you your prescription medications or simply lying on you to provide body compression. The bond between a person and their service dog is inseparable. Many individuals who obtain a service animal look back and have no idea how they made it this far without them. One of the most positive things about a service animal is that your everyday life can only be enhanced. A service animal is well trained and never a burden. These animals don't need much maintenance other than food and bathroom breaks. Aside from those, they are your lifeline and tend to all of your needs. One OCD patient claims that his dog cured his OCD and need for total control. Through getting a dog, it added some mess and disorder to his life, which helped him to relax and be okay with things, not always being perfect. The dog also provided love and comfort during the tough times along his recovery journey. It is amazing just how much a service dog can enhance your quality of life. In addition to alerting you of your obsessive behaviour, service animals can also help you put more of a routine into your life. You can look forward to walking your dog, feeding it, and simply enjoying time together. These moments with your service animal will help you forget about everything going wrong and focus and redirect your attention to your dog. It truly is amazing the difference a service animal can make in your life. I hope you enjoyed the photos. So when I found that information, I looked into whether emotional support animals are recognised in the UK. Sadly, they are not. Neither is there anything remotely similar to ESA for the many of us with a psychiatric disability. I have signed a petition on UK social media in support of making emotional support animals legal in the UK. Even though ESA isn't yet recognised in the UK, it doesn't stop you from getting your own therapy dog like I did and changing your life or changing the life of a loved one. If you are watching this video in a different country, you too can do it. And anyone watching this video in the USA, don't waste that fabulous opportunity that is both recognised and has legal status. It may be a cliche, but it really is the gift that keeps on giving. In the near future, I will be following this video with other videos telling the story of how I cope with my OCD and Callie. So if you have any subjects to suggest or any questions to ask, please leave either or both in the comments below. One thing I would like to add before I wrap this up, it could take quite a while before you are comfortable with having a puppy in your life and in your home. But once you are comfortable, you can have so much fun. On this channel, I post a daily shorts video of Callie. More often than not, it's Callie being mischievous and rude to me. It's all very light-hearted and it just adds to the many wonderful benefits of having Callie in my life. These shorts videos are fun to make and they make people smile. How amazing is that? I'm Leslie and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.